Hello Virgo, this is your astrology forecast for September 2014. I'm going to give you a rundown of what you can expect to come your way this month, and I'm also going to choose a tarot card that will give you an overall theme of what you can expect. I'm going to start this month with Mercury going into Libra in your second house. Now, Mercury is important to you because Mercury is your ruler, and Mercury has a big effect on you as a result. So, because it's in the second house in Libra, it means that you're going to be able to communicate very well about tangible, physical things like money, houses, things that are practical in nature. And you're going to be asking yourself the question, how can I harmonize these? How can I make them better? With that focus, you will really be able to kind of tweak your finances or your belongings. Doesn't necessarily mean that you get more in, but you'll be able to do more with what you've got, which is better than really having a lot and wasting it. You're going to be squeezing every ounce of goodness out of all the good that you already have in your life. You're going to value it, you're going to be grateful. That's perfect. You're also going to experience a real sense of luck around this time in terms of your spirituality. You're going to get some intuitive messages coming through that will help you feel more like you're part of this world, this universe. If you always feel like a walk-in, you know, one of those, a starseed, an alien, someone who's on Andromeda, you're going to feel much more connected with this planet via this sense of connection that you get, which is great. The 3rd of September sees a real sense of ease between that spirituality again and that sense of connection. Explore that, develop it, and see where it leads you. It means that you have something to offer. Not only are you going to feel a part of, but you can bring other people to you. On the 6th, Venus moves into Virgo, and that happens right on top of your ascendant. So you're going to love yourself, Virgo. You're going to have the goddess of love. Well, you are going to love yourself because you're really going to love what you see. So make sure you look in the mirror. I'm kind of kidding, but I'm kind of not. What the Venus and Virgo combination means, though, is Venus is the goddess of love. She's a bit ditzy, she's loving, she's not critical, but certainly Virgo, you are critical. You know, you are looking for the blemishes. So even though you love yourself, enjoy that, but don't tap into your natural Virgo state of, well, I do love myself, but look at that, that's a blemish, that's no good, I don't like that. Don't go down that road and just embrace the goodness that it gives you. It also, the sun's also sitting quite close next to that, so it's got some ego things. So I wouldn't be surprised if the body and improving the way you look would be a big theme around the 6th of September. So if you've considered plastic surgery, you will probably consider it again on the 6th. So make sure to just try and be objective about that and don't go into perfectionism, which also for Virgo is a pitfall. The full moon is on the 9th, and I've got bad news for you, Virgo. This is a full moon in Pisces, and you don't like full moons in Pisces. They make you feel like you're a martyr, they make you feel overly emotional, they make you feel hysterical, and like you're just a wet blanket that weeps all the time, resulting in you looking like a puddle. And as you know, the virgin of the zodiac, you don't like going down that road. You like feeling in control, and being grounded, and having a check on your emotions. So it will feel uncomfortable. You're going to have more emotional kind of information come through than you would usually. Make sure you use that to bring through intuitive messages that you can help others, and that way you can make it useful. And also bring through emotional messages about yourself. That thing about the blemishes and the perfectionism, where does that come from? Have a look at that, and you might be able to work with it and really knock it out of the park sort of thing. You know, you might be able to get rid of it a little bit and be successful with it. The 14th of September sees Mars going into Sagittarius in your 4th house of family. You're going to feel the slight need to have your family be a certain way that suits you. Now, I don't know if you've tried this in the past, but I've tried it and it usually doesn't go very well. So make sure you don't impose your will on those nearest and dearest to you, because they may not appreciate it. This is like the warrior and explorer, and don't bulldoze people into seeing the world the way you see it. It'll never happen. The 21st of September, moving forward a little bit, is still very good for you in terms of the way you feel about yourself, but there's a resurgence for you in terms of romance. So I think a relationship that was really that kind of fizzled away into the ether a little bit has a second, it comes back. You kind of can touch on it again. So this is, if this was a kind of short-term relationship or something that didn't quite work out, you can revisit that and look at that again, and it will improve and help your self-esteem. The new moon is on the 24th of September, and that is in your area of finances. Wonderful. You can really set some financial goals this month, Virgo, that are really going to take on a life of their own. And not only that, but you're able to communicate those financial goals. And these are the things where you want to get to. So you're really in touch with your ambitions in terms of what you want to create for yourself on this planet. It's also going to be linked to your Neptune, which is in your 7th house via a quincunx, which means that the dreams will feed into this. So make sure you dream big, dream about where you want to be in 5 years. Don't feel overly materialistic if you think, I want to sit in a mansion with a mink coat, or faux fur is better actually, being a vegan. But really allow yourself to dream where you want to go. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, because it will inspire you and motivate you to take the actions to do that. And you only get rich by adding value to the world. So there's nothing wrong with you getting rich, because you'll do that by adding value to the planet, and everyone will benefit from that then. That's perfect. The 28th sees Mercury going into Scorpio in your 3rd house. Okay, so you're going to by the end of the month have a real emotional understanding and be able to communicate that. Virgo, because you're so practical, you often fall down when it comes to expressing your feelings. It doesn't come natural. You prefer to analyze, you know, the IT section of the computer or whatever. And really, you do get some structure in terms of your feelings, and you're able to articulate those in a understandable way that other people can relate to. So if you've been wanting to write some poetry that really, you know, hits home in terms of the emotional side of things, do that. You have the wonderful emotional capacity that really reflects you as you are. And then finally, Venus moves into Libra in your 2nd house of finances at the end of the month. So Venus joins all of that financial acumen that you've had all month. You really become an expert at making money by the time September ends. You'll be able to tweak and really make the way you bring your income into your life tasteful. You're really going to be able to beautify that. This doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, writing checks on scented paper, but it can be that you make the payment process for your customer more harmonious, or more, you know, pleasant for everyone involved. All of this is underpinned by Jupiter in Leo in your 12th house, and your real talent and luck factor is in the sense of connection with the universe. You're really going to feel a part of something, and that's what helps you engage this month. You know, because rather than stand on the sidelines, you're able to really engage with life and therefore make positive changes. Let me draw a card for you now to give you an overall theme for this month. And the card is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. It means that financial balance and harmony is not temporary, it's permanent for you this month. You're going to be okay financially in September. Not only that, you're going to thrive financially, and you're going to be able to blossom financially and really be successful. Have a wonderful month. If you'd like a private reading with me, please send me an email. The address is readings@gregoryscott.co.uk, or visit the website, which is gregoryscott.co.uk. You can find out about the readings and the types of readings I do there. And you can also find me on Facebook and Twitter under the username Gregory Scott 444. Have a great month, and I'll speak to you soon.